Good morning and welcome to CAM Look, your twice weekly dose of the Cincinnati Art Museum, when a member of the CAM family shares a work from our collection and poses a question for discussion. We hope you'll check back on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. for a new work and a new chat. Hi, my name's Emily, and I'm the Director of Learning and Interpretation at the museum. And today we're going to be talking about November's birth flower, the chrysanthemum, by looking at a few works from our collection. So, in researching this CAM Look, I found a lot of fun facts about the chrysanthemum, or mum, as we more commonly call it. If you're like me, you may have them decorating your front porch or in your garden. They bring a lovely burst of autumn color when all their floral friends have decided to die off or hibernate for the winter. In the United States, the chrysanthemum is the largest commercially produced flower and is known as, quote, the queen of fall flowers. The word chrysanthemum, difficult to say and to spell, is derived from the ancient Greek chrysos, or gold, and athemum, or flower, so chrysanthemum. These hardy flowers, of which there are countless varieties, were first cultivated in China as a flowering herb as far back as the 15th century BCE. From there, the mum moved to Japan as early as the 8th century. Chrysanthemums entered American horticulture in 1798, when Colonel John Stevens imported a cultivated variety known as dark purple from England. The introduction was part of an effort to grow attractions within the Elysian Fields in Hoboken, New Jersey. Chrysanthemums have gained several symbolic meanings, but their specific color meaning varies greatly. Here are a few great examples. Red chrysanthemums symbolize love at first sight or fidelity. White chrysanthemums represent truth, loyalty, and honesty. Yellow chrysanthemums symbolize neglected love, and in older texts, it's described as the representation of heart left to desolation or scorned love. Purple chrysanthemums can express a wish to get well. Other symbolism associated with the mighty mum include that it's a symbol of happiness. Sometimes called the flower of happiness, the bloom is often used in feng shui to bring happiness into the home. Also a sign of optimism and hope, these flowers represent cheerfulness in adversity, which makes life more meaningful. Also abundance and wealth. During imperial China, chrysanthemums were only grown by the aristocrats and the nobility and were forbidden to the common people. Nowadays, they are regarded as a symbol of luck and long life. In Belgium and Austria, the chrysanthemum is a memorial flower to honor loved ones. In Korea, Japan, and China, white chrysanthemums are associated with grief and loss. In Italy and Malta, the flower is regarded as bad luck. In the US, chrysanthemums symbolize cheerful and positive feelings and are often used in homecoming events. In Japan, these blooms are used as an emblem of the imperial family. Also, they had a Supreme Order of the Chrysanthemum, which was awarded by the emperor to the military. Nowadays, they're associated with the Festival of Happiness or the National Chrysanthemum Day. Victorians used chrysanthemums to show friendship and well-wishing, and Buddhists used chrysanthemums as offerings due to their powerful yang energy. And finally, in Australia, chrysanthemums are the official flower of Mother's Day due to their nickname, mums. Chrysanthemums have inspired several works of art, including the 4 I'm going to share today. The first is this vase by Cincinnati's own Rookwood Pottery Company and the decorator Harriet Elizabeth Wilcox. Crafted in 1906, it is decorated in the painted Mat Inlay glaze line, one of the rarest and most complex of all of Rookwood's matte glaze lines. Once wares in this line were initially fired, the decorator would apply glaze with an airbrush to create the background color. After the glaze dried, portions of it were then cut away and removed to make room for a central floral decoration. Here, a golden spray of chrysanthemums in various stages of bloom. The artist would then outline the edges of the intended floral decoration with a fine line brush dipped in black glaze. And finally, they would paint the flowers within the existing outlines. Most wares decorated in the painted Mat Inlay glaze line bear Wilcox's mark. Wilcox, active at Rookwood from 1886 to 1925, was one of the most capable artists working in the company's painted matte glaze lines. This work is currently on view in Gallery 114, and I encourage you to check it out on your next visit. We'll now look at 3 works on paper, so unfortunately they are currently not on view due to light sensitivity. The first is a colorful watercolor by the German artist Emil Nolde titled Gladioli, Chrysanthemum, and Cacti. It dates from around 1920. Here on a purple and blue background, bright pink mums with yellow centers share the scene with yellow gladiolas and red blooming cacti. One of the first expressionists, Nolde was also one of the first painters of the early 20th century to explore color. Known for his brushwork and expressive choice of colors, golden yellows and deep reds appear frequently in his work, giving a luminous quality to otherwise somber tones. His watercolors include vivid, brooding stormscapes and brilliant florals, as evidenced by the museum's watercolor. The final 2 works I'm going to share with you today are both by Japanese artists. The first explodes in color, while the other is a much quieter representation of the chrysanthemum. Fumiaki Fukita's Chrysanthemum is a color woodcut from 1966. Encompassing almost the entirety of the scene, it bursts off the page like a firework, while also looking like a target with circles of red, white, and blue at the center. This work is an amazing example of where the artist has taken his work since the 1960s, with subjects based on stars and galaxies and a strong tendency to effects resembling firework displays. The final work we're going to explore is Chrysanthemum No. 3 from 1986 by the artist Katsutoshi Sugiura. Sorry about that. In this quiet scene, 2 pom-pom-like mums encompass the lower left of the page, one white and one yellow. They create a simple and calming scene. The artist is a contemporary printmaker who has created his own distinct layered style of silk screen printing. His work focuses on flowers, in particular the iris and peony, or in this case, the chrysanthemum. So I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about the chrysanthemum. I know I did. And also seeing some works from our collection. So the question for the day is, actually there's 2 questions. What's your favorite mum color? And what's your favorite thing about the month of November? I'd love to hear in the comments below. Thanks and have a great day.